How to coat an epoxy table so you can even light on it without scratching it. Get comfortable. My name is Natalia Rumina, and today I'll tell you about my favorite varnishes for epoxy resin. My tabletop is entirely made of resin, and I polish it to perfection. And I recommend you do the same. While the polishing is the mandatory, the smoother the table is, the better the varnish will adhere. I'll be using this two-component varnish. It's resistant to scratching, heat marks, and yellowing. There are also a ceramic option with the same principle, call it MIPA. I also love matte a varnish from Pibeo and floor varnish, but this price is a downside. Two-component varnishes apply best with a sprayer. You can even use a basic garden sprayer. This method reduces consumption component to using a brush. Be sure to work in the respirator as the smell is quite strong. You can apply 2 or 3 layers, and if something doesn't turn out as you like, you can polish it after the dried about 30 minutes. But you must read instruction. I show how to polish it on my learning platform Patreon. Now let's move on to the surface preparation. After sanding, make sure to remove dust from the room. Do a third wet cleaning so that nothing falls onto the varnished surface. To prepare the table, I start with a sanding. I use an 600 grit disc and go over the surface with a sander in horizontal and vertical lines. Each pass should overlap the previous one behalf. Take your time, don't press too hard on the sander, and make sure nothing gets under the disc. And be sure to remove all sanding residue with a soft microfiber cloth. Then mix two components of the varnish. Just like with the resin, I've made it a habit to use a scale to ensure accuracy. I use a regular kitchen scale. First, I weigh the cup, then pour it in the first component and record its weight. In a separate container, I weigh the second component according to the instruction on the can. After that, I mix them thoroughly. It's best to use a clear container so you can see if everything is fully combined. As I mentioned, I apply the varnish without spraying because I don't have a sprayer yet, but I definitely want to get one since it saves a lot of varnish. Instead, I carefully sprayed it by hand. The varnish is self-leveling, so I just leave it to dry. Leave it to dry. Honestly, I didn't expect it such a deep shine, almost like a layer of resin from Resin Pro, which I love this resin. And this table I made with this resin for deep pouring, and I have promo code Naturium. Please take it. Now, let me know if you like me to do a test drive for scratching and heat resistance. Please write me. Have a nice day. Bye. And if you have any question, don't shine, right? And I give you my answer. Ciao.